Hey, and thanks for tuning in for some more stock market news updates. Go and press the like button for more updates and subscribe so you can stay informed. With that being said, let's jump right into today's stories. We are seeing the U.S. economy inch closer to a soft landing. Technology stocks led last week's rally, with the Nasdaq taking center stage as investors absorbed a stream of earnings reports, better than expected GDP data, and yet another rate hike by the Federal Reserve. The robust growth of the U.S. economy, coupled with signs of cooling inflation, has spurred optimism about achieving a smooth transition to a soft landing, which should excite investors and move the stock market higher. Fed Chair Jerome Powell indicated that economic data releases will influence the next interest rate decision, and one of the most significant data points will be released on Friday, which will be July's jobs report. The report is expected to show the addition of approximately 200,000 jobs, a healthy number, but an indication that the labor market is slowing down. Therefore, investors should keep an eye on this development because this will impact the economy. In a notable shift, U.S. companies are embracing reshoring, which reduces reliance on overseas manufacturing. Bath & Body Works, a prominent scented lotion icon, exemplifies this trend, relocating its entire production process to Ohio. Reshoring has gained momentum due to pandemic-related supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions, causing corporate shortages. In 2022, U.S. manufacturing jobs reached a 13-year high, indicating a potential beginning for further reshoring initiatives. Mentions of reshoring in Q1 earnings reports increased by an impressive 128%. In other news, Amazon, after celebrating its largest Prime Day ever, is set to release its earnings on Thursday. Although the Prime Day revenue won't be included in Q2 figures, it signifies a positive sign for the e-commerce giant amid a slowdown in growth following the pandemic-driven boom. Amazon's cloud growth has also cooled off as companies curtail technology spending, but the company is aiming to stimulate demand through AI integration. Its ad business, on the other hand, has outpaced cloud growth in Q1. However, a potential dark cloud looms over Amazon, as the FTC could rain on its parade with a major lawsuit, posing legal challenges to the company's business operations. While the tech sector maintains its momentum, Las Vegas's colossal casinos are also feeling fortunate. MGM Resorts and Caesars Entertainment are basking in the recovery of travel, which saw visits to Sin City skyrocket by 20% last year, leading to increased revenue in the first quarter. We also saw that the Ford Motor Company has issued a recall for more than 870,000 newer F-150 pickup trucks in the United States due to concerns over the electric parking brakes. The recall covers certain pickups from the model years 2021 through 2023 that are equipped with single exhaust systems. According to documents posted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration regulators on Friday, the issue arises from a potential rear wiring bundle contact with the rear axle housing. This contact can lead to chafing of the wiring and cause a short circuit, which in turn could trigger the parking brake to turn on unexpectedly without any action from the driver. Such an occurrence increases the risk of a potential crash. Drivers of the affected trucks may notice a parking brake warning light illuminated on the dashboard, along with a warning message. Ford stated that they had received 918 warranty claims and 3 field reports of wire chafing in North America. Out of these, 299 cases reported unexpected parking brake activation, and 19 of those incidents happened while the trucks were being driven. Fortunately, there have been no reported crashes or injuries resulting from this issue. On Wall Street, Ford stock has received a downgrade to a hold rating from Jefferies, an analyst firm. Philippe Horchois, an analyst at Jefferies, expressed concerns over the change in Model E guidance, considering it a setback. However, he acknowledged Ford's efforts in disclosure and accountability and noted that there seemed to be no significant change in the midterm strategy, with Generation 2, Gen 2, focusing on a software-centric and concentrated lineup. Nonetheless, this focus on Gen 2 would only take effect in 2026, leaving a less differentiated investment case in the interim years. While Ford has improved its full-year guidance, its balance sheet remains weaker compared to its peers. You should also be aware that Apple is gearing up to unveil its highly anticipated iPhone 15, and according to reports, it is just weeks away from being introduced to the market. The iPhone 15 Pro is expected to boast several significant upgrades, including ultra-thin bezels, USB-C, titanium band, major camera upgrades, softer corners, new chips, a customizable side button, and more. In light of these developments, Piper Sandler has raised its price target on Apple stock from $180 to $220 while maintaining its overweight rating on the stock. Our next story involves Blackstone's flagship property fund, valued at $68 billion, which has made a significant transition from being one of the world's largest property buyers to becoming a substantial seller. This shift comes as the company raises liquidity to meet redemptions and invests billions in data centers to capitalize on the artificial intelligence boom. Speaking about booming companies, Sofi Technologies has recently reported positive earnings, with an EPS loss of 6 cents beating expectations of a loss of 7 cents. Additionally, the company brought in revenue of $489 million, surpassing expectations of $473 million. Following these favorable results, Sofi Technologies has raised its full-year 2023 guidance for adjusted net revenue to a range of $1.974 billion to $2.034 billion, up from the previous guidance of $1.955 billion to $2.02 billion. We also had another positive earnings report for ON Semiconductor, which reported positive earnings, with an EPS of $1.33, beating expectations of $1.21. The company's revenue of $2.09 billion also exceeded expectations of $2.02 billion. On top of that, shares of Palantir Technologies have risen in pre-market trading, indicating the potential for a second straight session of positive performance. The stock rallied over 10% on Friday after Wedbush analyst Daniel Ives initiated coverage, comparing the company to the Messi of AI. The analyst praised Palantir's early-stage status in the AI sector and its vast opportunity to monetize this field, and gave them a $25 price target. The stock settled at its highest level since January 2022. In EV stock news, we saw that Chinese electric vehicle maker NIO has announced the opening of its 1,600th NEO power swap station in China. The company had previously announced its 1,500th power swap station on June 25th, indicating a rapid addition of 100 stations in about a month. NIO aims to have a total of 2,300 battery swap stations in China by the end of the year. The company believes that the continuous deployment of power swap stations will enhance the charging experience beyond traditional refueling and drive sales growth. Lastly, Nikola Corporation, which creates zero-emissions hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, and J.B. Hunt Transport Services, have reached an agreement wherein J.B. Hunt will purchase 13 Nikola zero-emission Class 8 trucks. This move aligns with J.B. Hunt's commitment to sustainability and reducing its carbon emissions. The initial truck order will include 10 battery electric and 3 hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles, with the delivery expected to close in August. The trucks will be strategically placed at facilities serving key routes, including locations in the greater Los Angeles and Phoenix areas. Nikola's hydrogen arm, Hyla, will supply the necessary hydrogen and fueling infrastructure. That is all the news we have for today, so for more videos like this one, go and press the like button, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe if you are new. With that being said, I wish you the best of luck and happy investing.